My name is Anne Mulready. I'm with Brian Addy. I'm one of the two attorneys who have been working at the prison.
On behalf of the ACLU?
No, on behalf of Disability Rights Rhode Island, the
Yeah.
P&A. Yeah. And we've been meeting with our clients and constituents there. So I think we do feel like the prison is a symptom of a larger societal problem in terms of how we support people with mental illness and where our resources go in lieu of treatment. And I know in our own individual experience, we see many people that cycle rapidly in and out of the prison for lack of adequate planning and discharge and treatment in the community. So there is a disconnect between what we do in the community and what we do in the prison that leaves prisoners hanging once they leave. Very difficult for them to transition back, to find their way to treatment, even if you can set them up with a link to someone when you're homeless, when you have no money, it's unlikely they're going to be able to survive long and find community treatment that exists. We also have, as the P&A, we could acknowledge this, gaps in our community treatment system as well.
You talked, some number of people have talked about solitary confinement for even, quote unquote, even years. Do you have a documented case? Can you give us like the longest period of time someone has?
You know, we have seen
years is
people in years in solitary confinement. I don't think we have data yet. That's one of the goals of the litigation, is that we would get better data than what we have. We basically have self-reported data and some data that we've been able to obtain on behalf of individuals. So, but I can't say what the actual number is.
We're seeing in the suit there's people sentenced to 365 days of punishment.
That's correct. That is right.
Confinement and are any of these plaintiffs among those numbers of people who've gotten that? We
have had plaintiffs who have spent that much time in solitary.
Of the list in the lawsuit, or do you know?
I believe so. I don't know that that is their current experience, but in the past, yes.
I'm guessing that the people in the room behind us, are they family of people who are...
I think they are mostly advocates. We have some other individuals who are individuals with disabilities here.
Thank you.
Counselor, Mr. Feldman suggested that money could be saved if treatment were conducted outside the prisons. Is the ultimate goal of this suit to cause the state to re-examine its policies and maybe address these mental health issues outside of the prison system?
That's certainly one outcome that the state could look at, right? I mean, we don't have control over that, but that is certainly an outcome that hopefully as a policy matter the state would look at.
In this letter you included from February, what was the result of that? Did you meet? What is that?
Yes, we did meet. We were unable to resolve the issue of solitary confinement.
That's why we're going to court, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's it.